standard step-by-step bullet point style. Okay, bullet point style. 250 to 350 words. Articles that are too long are too bad. Okay, and let me talk about why you want to do a bullet point style and step-by-step. A lot of articles are written very long and very boring, and the paragraphs are really long, and it's very difficult to read. Okay, when you're reading a book, it's different reading from a computer than reading a book from an actual physical book. So you want to make it very spaced out. You want to make it short paragraphs. You want to make it step by step, you know, step 1, step 2. You want to make it little bullet points, you know, give them right exact tips, dot by dot. You want to make it easy to read, okay? Because the easier it is to read, the more likely the person will finish reading the article. The whole purpose of the article is for you to let them understand the basic tips and then go down to your resource box to make them click on your URL. That's why the second point is you want to make it 250 to 350 word articles. A lot of people are trying to write 500 word articles, trying to be impressive with a lot of long content, but I've tested the long articles versus the short articles, and the short articles have been tested to do better, because when it's too lengthy, the people won't even finish their article, and when people don't finish their article, they won't get to the resource box, and when they don't get to the resource box, they're not going to click on your website. The whole purpose of your article is to make them get to the point, get to the resource box, and click on your website link. In order for that to be achieved, you have to make your article as short as possible. That's why I highly recommend from 250 to 350 words. That is short, right to the point, gets to the message, gets your reader to go down to the resource box and click for more information on your website URL. Again, be content rich, give solid solution to solve a specific problem. A lot of times, some people who are newbies and rookies to internet marketing, they try to advertise a product and try to submit an article, which is total advertisement. That is not allowed in eZineArticles.com. That is not allowed in GoArticles.com. It is not the type of articles that you want to write, because no one likes to read advertising. People want information that is helpful, how-to information that solves a problem to their specific problem, gives a solution to their problem. So I highly recommend that you write your articles short, concise, and very content rich. Do not advertise ever, okay? Step 5 is make a call to action in your resource box. Make a call to action in your resource box. You want to call this person to take action, okay? Just like on your sales pages, you want to tell them exactly, click here to order their product right now. In the internet world, you have to tell the reader, the visitor, to do exactly what you want them to do. You're the leader and they're the follower. So at the end, don't be shy to tell them exactly what to do, okay? Don't be afraid to tell them, click here right now to get more information in my blog. Click here to get a free subscription to my newsletter. Click here to get a free copy of my bonus ebook. Something like that, a call to action, okay? You can't just talk about resource box of what your author bio is, about who you are. People don't care. What people care is about themselves. What's in it for them? What's in it for them? So answer that question. How can you give them a benefit? So answer that question in your resource box and make it a call to action. Something like, get BJMin's free internet marketing training videos at www.bjmin101.com. And as you notice, sometimes I put a website link in the resource box, but I also put it, like I said previously, in a keyword. Some people will type my name for a keyword, and this will make my website contain a keyword that will be more popular, and my website will be more popular in terms of when people are searching for the keyword BJMin. You know, this article will come out. If this was an article resource box, this will actually come out at the top of the Google search rankings. So you want to put one link to have an entire URL, but also another one for your keyword that is redirected to your website. Step 6 is to submit to eZineArticles first. This is a strategy most people don't know, because a lot of people like to submit their articles at the same time to eZine Articles, GoArticles.com, and other article directories at the same time. But that's a very ineffective strategy, and let me explain why. eZine Articles likes to be the original article directory. That means when they check your articles, when you submit the articles to them, they will check throughout the entire internet to find out if there's any other article that is similar to their own. If there is, they won't accept your article. Okay, eZine Articles are very strict about it. They're more strict than other article directories because they're the top. They have to live up to their credibility and expectations as being the #1 article directory. So what you want to do is that you want to submit your article. Once it's finished, you want to submit to article directory at eZineArticles.com first. After that article is accepted, they'll send you an email, or you could go to eZine Articles and check the status of the article. Once it is accepted and approved, then you want to submit the same article to GoArticles.com. That's the two-step strategy you want to do. First, submit to your article to eZineArticles.com. Make sure it's accepted. After it's accepted, step 2 is to submit the same article to GoArticles.com. This way, you won't have any duplicate content penalties from eZine Articles, and you don't want duplicate penalties from eZine Articles because eZine Articles is the #1 most popular. So you want to submit to this article directory first. That is an important strategy that most people tend to forget, and that is very important. And step number 7 is to repeat the process from step 1 to step 6 over and over again. This is very important. Okay, once you know this strategy, as I explained it to you here, all you have to do in the internet marketing world to dominate your niche is to do this over and over and over and over again. Just like video marketing, create videos until forever. You want to write your articles and submit them, your articles, until forever. Okay, so have a way to say, you know, I'm going to write 3 articles a day. I like to write at least 3 articles a day. It might take about an hour's worth of work, you know, but it's going to build up. Let's say you do it every day for 1 year. You're going to have 1,000 articles online, you know, within 1 year. Okay, that's just 3 articles a day. If you don't want to write your articles by yourself, you can easily outsource that to writers. That you can find in rentacoder.com, scriptlance.com, or elance.com. That's a website where you can find people who will do work for you online. Basically, you give them your username and password for your eZine Articles account and GoArticles account, and tell them to start researching and writing articles and submitting them for you. And by the end of the week, they'll send you a list of how many articles they submitted. And based on that, you give them a article. I have article writers who write for me and write articles and submit articles for me at $5 an article. It's pretty fair amount of price. Sometimes there will be more expensive writers, you know, depending on their experience and where they're from. But if they're from other countries such as India and Philippines, you can find writers who can do it for $3. I even heard somebody actually does a great job for $1 an article. I don't know who, but I know someone who knows somebody who does it for $1 an hour. But most of the time, $5 an article is a great price, and most importantly, it's an investment. Think of it as an investment. They're writing traffic. They're making a domain, a website, you know, specifically geared toward your website that will lead to your website. $5 an article is a very good investment. So these are tricks and tips for building much more traffic into your website by using article marketing. After this, I'll talk to you about more tips on how to build your internet business in the next video. Talk to you soon.